What's up everyone, it's Jane. Welcome to Daily Dose, the show where we talk about the hottest topics in K-pop. Where today, I don't even know what we're talking about, honestly. It's just, I don't know. Let's talk about Kara. Okay, actually let's not talk about Kara, let's talk about ex-Kara member Jiyoung. So in an interview, ex-Kara member Jiyoung, who is now pursuing an acting career in Japan, confessed that she had dreams of acting ever since she was in Kara. Now, here's the thing with acting-dols. There's been a lot of acting idols. Honestly, as of recent, there's been a lot that rather than getting into acting and, you know, getting bashed because they're bad, have actually found success. We have Ijun from M Black. Should I say used to be in M Black. We have Siwon from Zaya, we have Do Kyung-soo from EXO, we have Eunji from A-Pink. There's just a lot of idols going into acting and finding a lot of success in it. Now, Jiyoung's no longer in Kara, so her statement's kind of whatever. But her statement kind of got me to think, is it really fair for idols who want to be actors to get into idol groups when they know their real end goal is to be an actor? Now, there are situations when idols are pushed into acting, such as Suzy from Miss A. When she was first in Dream High, it was because JYP wanted her to be, not because she necessarily wanted to pursue acting. But there's actually a lot of situations when the idol joins the idol group knowing that they want to get into acting. And the reason why I think is unfair is because a lot of the times when these idols get popular, it does, no matter how much you want to admit it, hinder the activity of the group. For example, I definitely feel that one of the reasons why we never see Miss A comebacks is because Suzy can make more money and be more successful by herself doing CFs and acting than she can in Miss A. And for the members of Miss A, I don't know how they feel about this. I mean, there's an article released saying that she actually splits her earnings with them, so they're still getting paid even though they don't really get to do anything. But there are definitely idols in there that become idols because they want to sing. And when they're put in a group with somebody who wants to act, and then that person's acting activities and success starts hindering the group, I feel like that's gonna really suck for the person who literally doesn't care who they sing in front of, if they have hits or not, if they ever become famous, they just want to sing. Now, there's a lot of different situations. There's situations when like the acting doll like really doesn't contribute anything to the group. So in that case, like not only are they like stopping the group from promoting, but they're not really offering anything to the group when they are promoting. But even in a case when the acting idol does bring back stuff to the group, whether that's dancing, singing, stage presence, I still think I would be really annoyed if I came into this whole idol world because I wanted to sing and there was somebody else in my team who didn't share that same enthusiasm. Like, for example, with this whole found success that Siwon from Zaya's getting, I feel like why would Zaya ever even come back? Like, literally ever. I mean, he's so super famous and respected now. Might as well just kiss comebacks goodbye. Now, there's always the case that, you know, they let Siwon do his acting thing and then they just come back without him. But in that case, why was he even in the group, or why is he even in the group in the first place? And it kind of goes back to the whole M Black thing with June leaving, where I'm really sad that M Black's no longer the original M Black, but it also doesn't make sense for June to stay when he's more successful outside of M Black anyway. I'm not one of those people who bash and hate anytime idols do acting. I just think that if your main goal is acting, become an actor, because there's some people out there that are in these idol groups because they want to sing, and it's not fair if you guys are put in the same team with two different goals. Moving on, Taeyeon says, bye-bye, Jessica. There's been a picture circulating around the internet of Taeyeon from SNSD holding up some SNSD merchandise in the form of a sweatshirt. The only thing is that this sweatshirt has 8 members. Now, the thing is, I feel like if this was any other member, it would have just been like, well, you know, you have to get over the fact that Jessica's no longer in SNSD. But since it's Taeyeon, and of course, as a lot of people already know, Taeyeon and Jessica were rumored or perceived, I don't know how to like say this without acting like it's fact, to not have a great relationship back when Jessica was in SNSD. So of course everyone's like, that evil witch, I hate her, stab. Now I saw this picture and I didn't know right away that Jessica wasn't on it, but my first reaction was like, shocked, but then it was like, duh, because Jessica's not in SNSD anymore. Now, I'm not really here to talk about whether she was kicked out, whether she left, or whether she deserved to be kicked out. Although, if you guys want me to make a video on that, I would be happy to give my opinion. Just let me know down below. But the fact of the matter is, SNSD as 9 is no longer. And I know, like, for some people, like, I'm not saying it's easy to get over. If that was your favorite group and, you know, them as 9 meant so much to you, you're allowed to feel sad about it. Like, nobody can tell you not to feel sad. However, However, the reality is SNSD has 8 members now. And I think a lot of the times when members leave groups, it's so hard for fans or certain people that even like years after they leave, there's always somebody going to be speculating that they're coming back, or somebody speculating that there's a rumor hinting that they've reconciled or something. On A-Pink's most recent comeback, Yoo Kyung, I remember that was dropped from the group a while back, was rumored to be coming back because all these, I don't even know, all these different pieces of evidence. As much as some people don't like Taeyeon, I think by endorsing SNSD as 8, she's really just trying to keep those people that are holding on to the idea of SNSD as 9, like she's trying to give them a wake-up call. Like, it's one thing if nobody comments and, you know, Jessica's out there doing her thing, selling her $3 million scars, and SNSD is doing their thing. It's really easy for fans to be like, okay, you know, Jessica said this on social media, which means that her and Sunny and blah, 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 blah. So they must be reuniting in 2015, but no, it's not gonna happen. Especially if a member's out here endorsing SNSD as 8. But I feel like Taeyeon's just trying to let fans know this is how SNSD is now, so you can either support us as 8 or, you know, move on and live your life. And I feel like that's fair enough. Last but not least, Hyeri from Girls' Day is in trouble, y'all. So the SBS end of the year award shows happened this week, and I feel like the consensus was that they were really, really boring. Like, I was gonna do a review on it, but I literally cannot tell you what happened. Like, there were maybe 2 highlights, and I don't know, I still might do it. But even though the shows were boring, the fan cams that were taken seemed to be like a hot topic. One in particularly is a fan cam that focuses on the idols during Beast's speech when they won an award. Of course, hawk-eyed netizens pointed out that Hyeri from Girls' Day seemed to be mocking Dongwoon from Beast when he was making his award speech and kind of like laughing at him. We don't know if she was being vicious or whatever, but of course, it looked kind of shabby. The first thing I thought when I heard this was, if this was like literally anybody else, this probably would have made news. The thing that's really scary about popularity is that you can't just become popular and that's it. When you become more popular, there's gonna be a lot more people looking at ways to take you down. And I feel like this is partially like this. Now, am I saying it's not rude and people who are offended should get over it? No, because you can be offended by whatever you want to be offended by. But I do think part of the whole controversy is the fact that Hyeri's really, really popular now because of her whole Aegyo viral video. Now, of course, Hyeri didn't want to cause no problems because, you know, fangirls, they will end your career in a moment. So she immediately apologized with a picture, but of course, that's never enough. Now, I won't say that the picture's unsincere because once again, who am I to judge somebody? However, it did look more like she was just trying to be cute. Like, say you had like a little brother and like, oh, they broke your Xbox, and then you're like, I'm going to destroy you, you broke my Xbox. And then they do that little cute thing, like they're like, I didn't mean to, and you're like, you're so cute, I can't stay mad at you. That's kind of what I felt. But the thing is, I feel like that was a bad move on Hyeri's part because the people who had the problem with this in the first place were probably not your fans to begin with, so they're not gonna be like soothed over by your Aegyo. You can't really appeal to them that way. Now, her fans were probably like, oh my god, right-click save. Whether it was sincere or not, I feel like the right thing to do was apologize to Beast, because whether the monkey was intentional or not, unless she's close with Beast members, I feel like if somebody's giving a speech, you should just pay attention to the speech because like it's their time to shine. But that's my opinion on things. What do you guys think? Do you think Hyeri was being rude and spiteful and deceitful? And this is the end of her Aegyo popularity. Do you think Taeyeon hates Jessica and is so happy that she can finally advertise merchandise without her face? If you were in an idol group, would you care whether your members were passionate about singing or not? Let me know below and see you next time on Daily Dose.